This lady is a fucking walking meme. Like, the United States Congress has never been like a beacon of intelligent people. Like, it's a running joke in this country that politicians are absolutely fucking stupid people with room temperature IQs. But like, this lady is a fucking meme. Like, how are we supposed to be a superpower? Well, continue to be a superpower when these are the people who have the authority to make laws that govern intelligent, progressive, open, and fair-minded people. Like, the very fact that this person is allowed to sit in the highest representative body of this country and not be behind the fucking gas station counter where she belongs. Not saying that there's any problem with people working at gas stations, but like, this woman does not need to be in any position of authority. She's fucking stupid. Like, why are intelligent people, good people, communists, anarchists, progressive, socialists, what have you, why are we governed by our inferiors? Like, this is a country that's a fucking joke. It's a miracle that this place hasn't fucking collapsed, to be honest.
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Oh,
Is she a porn star?
Goldman. That's right. He's advising.
Like, C-SPAN is becoming more watchable. Like, when I was a kid, I was a fucking nerd. Like, I would literally just sit and look at C-SPAN all fucking day after I got home from school. But then, like, I became an adult and that shit became boring to me. And now it's like, this shit is too fucking funny. It's too fucking funny.
Okay.
He's advising who? What?
Like, occasionally you even get to see somebody get cursed out and get slapped.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
just
AG.
I don't
Point
think
of-
you
point of
know what
order.
you're here
President.
for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess
I
you're still
think your
stuck in the
fake
courtroom.
eyelashes are messing up
No,
with
Oh, that was racist. Also, I never got why like people with hair, like, I obviously don't have hair, but like, why would you put your glasses up on your hair like that? Like, you gotta have hair all in your glasses. Or if your hair is greasy like MTG's is, if your hair is greasy like MTG's is, like, your glasses are gonna be all fucking streaked and fucked up. Oh, what's up, Denny's escapes plan?
ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
That's beneath
would
even
you
you,
please
Mr.
regain
Beneath
order
even
of your
you.
committee?
Order.
I do have a point of order, and
Mr. Lynch.
I would like to move
That is an inauspicious name.
to take down Ms. Green's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you
meeting will
attack the
suspend.
physical
Meeting will
appearance of another
suspend.
person?
Are your
Move
feelings hurt?
her words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl,
It's like if fucking 4chan was elected to Congress.
baby girl.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't think 4chan is very fond of women, but like, if 4chan was fond of women, MTG would be the 4chan representative in Congress.
Don't even play. with
Baby
me.
girl, I don't
We
think
are gonna
so.
move, and we're gonna take your words down.
I
Thank you very
second that motion.
AOC. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person? You really look like a fucking angry fucking teacher.
So who will have to pay? Okay.
How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Ms. Green agrees to strike her words.
I believe
Great strike of words. You got fucking foghorn leghorn up here.
she
Chair
should apologize.
recognizes
No.
Mr. Perry.
I'll say you are sitting in the United States Congress. I'll say you cannot act like that. I'm sorry. We're doing serious business here. I say I will have you censured.
Okay, hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Green
I'm not
has 4
apologizing.
minutes.
We should bring back dueling. There's quite a few people on Twitter I would like to duel.
21
Well, then
seconds.
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
word.
I could totally destroy Haas, to be honest.
Perry,
I am
Mr.
not
Perry.
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
I bang the hammer. You gotta stop.
Why don't you
When I bang the hammer, you gotta stop. That's the rule. In the United States Congress, when a white man bangs a hammer, you gotta stop talking immediately.
debate me?
Mr. Coomer,
Mr. Chairman,
why don't you debate me?
the minority.
pretty
No,
self-evident.
Chair you're not.
Yeah, you're
out
not-
of order.
you don't have enough
You're out of order.
intelligence.
Chair recognizes Mr. Perry.
Okay, move to strike
I'd
the.
like to
I
strike
move to
those
strike the
words
lady's
as well.
words.
I would like
Just get up and smack the shit out of her.
Strike the
as
lady's
well.
words again.
That's 2 requests to strike. That's 2 requests to strike.
Oh, they cannot take the
There's
words.
another motion to strike her words again. Please
All right.
get
Okay.
your members under
Here's
control.
the correct
Like MTG doesn't even take her job as a congresswoman seriously. She's just there to troll and meme.
The correct parliament. Ms. Green, do you agree to unanimous consent to strike your words?
I repeat again for the second time. Yes, I'll strike
right.
my words,
That-
but I'm not apologizing.
Without objection. Without
Not
objection.
apologizing.
21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Who's
See, y'all don't want me in fucking Congress. Y'all do not want me in fucking Congress. Like, I would literally be censured and expelled and put out like fucking George Santos was. Except for, like, doing actually funny shit. George Santos is just a fucking grifter. Like, no. I'm sorry. Like, I would be kicked out for calling people honkoids and snow devils and snow roaches and shit.
It's me.
Ms. Crockett?
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body,
Bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
that would not be
Bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those.
I'm sorry, I'm a gay man, but that was a good ass fucking read.
I don't think that's a
Hold on.
I'm
parliament.
trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to
I had
strike
no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
I have no idea what you just said. Of course you don't. You're an old white man.
We're not gonna.
I believe the gays call that a wig that is being snatched, but I don't think Miss Green is wearing a wig. Are you wearing a wig, Miss Crockett? I understand wigs are quite popular amongst the colored women.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just.
You just voted to do
Y'all did
it.
it first, so you
You
don't
just
want to
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at, calm down. Calm
No,
down.
no, because
We need to bring back people being caned in Congress instead of by racist Southerners. It should just be by people sick of fascists. I agree.
this
I
is
would
what
like
y'all
to get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying to
Hey,
get
Ms.
Chairman,
Crockett, you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Miss
games?
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And you
yelling.
don't want me
calm
to be-
down.
no,
Can you please calm?
AOC is sat all the way to fuck down. Like, she's just sitting there. She's like, should I get involved? I don't think I should get involved. I really don't.
down.
Tell me to calm down,
Calm down.
because y'all
Please
talk
Yeah, snatch your wig, sis. Snatch your wig.
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Chairman, Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
All right, Chair.
I don't know why
Okay.
you're-
You know, I fucking love when black people that are in relatively high positions, like, we just let our blackness come out. Like, fuck all that respectability politics. Oh, I'm just going to be quiet. They don't want me here. Fuck what they want. Turn the fucking table over. She fucking disrespected you. And like, she thought, this is a white woman from the South. Like, she's obviously gotten into it with black girls before, like in high school or somewhere. Like, I don't know why she thought she was going to get that the fuck off, but like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, you really thought you were going to get that off. You really thought, I'm surprised you didn't fucking leap over all those chairs and smack the shit out of you.
you're
Order.
acting
Chair
like
now
that.
recognizes.
This shit is amusing. Like, I like this.
And there's
So, Palestine solidarity activists took a building at the University of Pennsylvania today. They renamed it Rafat Al-Arir Hall. Of course, the police finally cleared it because they've learned from Colombia and they are not in the habit of letting people take buildings anymore. But it's still a very solid tactic. But like, I would advise people, like, if you take a building, like, you're basically saying, like, here, hey, big fucking building, we're here, this is our castle, this is our fortress. But at the same time, like, putting your body on the line, like, that's extremely important. And there was actually a big, like, row that I had with Colin Walsh and a few other comrades because, like, BDS put out a statement that can be interpreted as, like, as, I guess you could say, opposing arms struggle. And a lot of people were upset about that, rightfully so. And a lot of people, like, they kind of backed up the statement. I unfortunately was one of those people. But again, no investigation, no right to speak. And the PFLP, one of their mass organizations, I believe, signed their name on it. But
a bunch of police lined up right.
oh, where'd my camera go? Oh no. Anyways, they signed their name on it. Fuck. Oh, I hate technology. Anyways, you guys can still hear me, but I'm still here. Let me fix my webcam. Matter of fact, I might as well just shut it off because y'all can't fucking see me anyways. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, you cannot just like take positions on things without investigating. And I'm a Maoist, I should know better. But I digress. I will not repeat that unfortunate incident, and I apologize to all comrades who were misguided by my words. Anyways, let's see if I can get this webcam fixed so you all can gaze upon my beautiful brown countenance. Countenance, rather. Can you all still hear me? Then I fucked something up. We should be able to vote once a year to exercise. What is fucking wrong with you people? Then he subscribed because they got tired of it. What the fuck is wrong with this fucking thing? God damn it. Can you all still hear me? Blink once for yes and two.
Riot police, Philadelphia police. There's definitely been a bunch of arrests so far, so thank you all for tuning in. We have more full coverage of Palestine protests, unicornriot.ninja. You can check it out on our website.
Unfortunately, you will not be able to look at my beautiful, bald, egg-shaped head until I get my webcam fixed. Anyways, so, yeah, they took a building, as people are wont to do these days. And yeah, it was dope. But the police showing up and trying to fuck everybody up was not dope. But a few minutes of this. I fixed it because I'm a fucking genius. I mean, I am a scary looking motherfucker. I wouldn't want to run into me in a fucking dark alley. That's a Ferguson chant.
Liberation is our mission. And our tuition.
I love how people are showing up with shields. Looks like half of a fucking 55-pound trash can.
Shut it.
Yeah, okay. So
I admire the stamina of these comrades. So, another question is like, should DSA re-endorse AOC? Honestly, I'm gonna say no. This is at Morehouse. Well, this is the president of Morehouse's house. And Biden is going to be speaking at their commencement address, and a lot of people are upset about that, rightfully so. Like, people have been commenting about, like, oh, HBCUs don't give a fuck. Yes, the fuck they do. Like, we need to get rid of this narrative that black people, black youth stand aloof from movements that don't directly impact us, because even if we don't think they directly impact us, they always directly impact us. Like, I saw somebody saying that, oh, you cannot just tie Palestine and the Congo and Sudan in. Yes, the fuck you can. Like, all struggles are connected. That's fucking basic dialectics. Like, nothing stands apart from anything else. And it's our job as communists, as dialectical materialists, as international solidarity activists, to realize that as long as one of us is fucked up, all of us are fucked up. Like, there is no freedom for me, but not for thee. Or I'm going to get what I want, and then everybody else is just going to sit over here and get fucked over. It doesn't work that way. It can't work that way. Like, all oppressed people have to unite. And until we do so, we're still going to be, like, we're going to be fucked over.
They want to carry out the
BRG can definitely pull off a Spider-Man cosplay. No, I'm fucking Morpheus.
mission of the oppressors. We thought we were the oppressed. Now we're oppressing ourselves. Look what happened. Yay!
A direct attack on the black academic establishment, a rightfully needed one. Exams are haram. Only Allah can test us. Today is the anniversary of the initiation of armed struggle in Peru in 1980. A lot of people have a variety of opinions on the revolutionary process that was initiated by the Partido Comunista del Perú, Communist Party of Peru, in 1980. And of course, I'm not a Gonzaloite. Like, if there's any Maoist that has a firm critique of what some of the excesses that took place, such as the Lucanamarca massacre and various other things, it's me. But at the same time, wherever Maoists, wherever communists in general rise up in arms to storm the mountains and seize control of history, I mean, I'm obliged, I'm honor bound to support it, even if there were mistakes made. That's an excerpt from We Are the Initiators. That was a speech that was given at the close of the PCP's first military school. Mace Windu BRG. That was funny. Maybe Samuel L. Jackson is my real dad. So, should DSA endorse AOC? If the PCP were still around, they would probably murk her. Because, I mean, well, the PCP really wasn't all that selective in who they murked. You know, they actually termed political assassinations, they actually termed those selective annihilations. That was really cool.
Armored vehicle.
Hey, look, more nonsense from the IDF. This was actually posted on their official Instagram.
That I use.
Viva la guerra popular. Guerra popular hasta el comunismo. Indeed.
to take your dog on a peaceful walk at the park.
Jews, Muslims, Christians, and people of all other religions. We're making sure our streets are safe so that you can be free to practice your religion without fear.
Parents.
Okay, first of all, why are you talking about religion? Like, I literally just watched a video of one of your soldiers engaging in a mad minute, like basically firing a machine gun nonstop towards a mosque in Gaza. But yes, you are totally concerned about the right of Muslims to practice their religion free and openly.
Operating this area.
PCP did destroy the DPRK embassy for aiding death squads. The North Koreans sold weapons to the Peruvian government. So the Partido Comunista del Peru attacked their embassy. I think this was in 87. They also blew up the Soviet embassy, I think, a year before. I know you probably get asked this question every day, but do you support RevCom or are they just opposed to cult? The RevComs actually are majorly responsible for the presence of Maoism in the United States. There's this documentary that I watched a few months ago. It's called They Say They Will, which basically covers them in the late 80s. But yeah, now they're just a pathetic cult. I think Bob Avakian has been dead for several years, but they're just playing Weekend at Bernie's with his body. Like, nobody has seen him speak or do anything. I think he did a thing with Cornel West, but he ended up getting booed off the stage because he tried to monopolize the event. But yeah, the RevComs were dope in 1980, but currently they're just a sad fossilized sect / cult. But like, I would totally love to talk to some of their older members because like they've experienced the history that I've only read about. They also do have a very cool logo. But you know, I would like to talk to some of them and pick their older members' brains. Like these are people who actually knew fucking Huey Newton, for God's sake.
Defense system so that you can send your children to school safely.
While we blow up other kids' schools.
Hey kids, we're flying this UAV so you can fly your kites without a worry.
Okay. Everybody knows that kites are a symbol of the Palestine solidarity and resistance movement. So they did this on purpose. Like this was throwing shade at the Palestinians. Evil motherfuckers.
Surfers, we are here operating on this Shaldag PTO to keep the Israeli shoreline safe.
Meantime, you forbid Palestinians to fish in their own waters.
And for the people at the
Down with U.S. and Soviet social imperialism. Bro, Soviet social imperialism collapsed before either of us was born.
so to stay
Good try, though.
in rather than going out,
An A for effort.
we are protecting
I would never join a cult. I stay away from cults. Everybody says that until they join a cult.
Israel from cyber threats, so you can peacefully watch TV from your home. So that when they try to destroy us,
So when terrorists
Why do they want to destroy you?
fire rockets at civilians,
Why are they firing rockets?
So when Hezbollah launches missiles towards Israel.
Why are they launching missiles towards Israel?
So that when terrorists attack.
Why are terrorists attacking? And they're not terrorists, they're resistance fighters.
So when Hamas tries to infiltrate our shores.
Y'all infiltrated their shores
we are here to defend.
and attack. This is how DSA electeds should behave. Like, if AOC acted like this, I would totally support re-endorsing her. He literally grabs the papers out of this dude's hands to stop the bill from being passed.
还一度跌在椅子上，两人来回拉扯，最后郭国文使尽全力抢下文件，以堪比美式足球员的速度冲出一场。周万来紧紧抱着资料不放。
Several NFL teams are probably on that dude's phone blowing it the fuck up.
手还一度跌在椅子上，两人来回拉扯，最后郭国文使尽全力抢下文件，以堪比美式足球员的速度冲出一场。
Can't
周万
pass
来
the
紧
bill
紧
if
抱
I
着
got
资
it,
料不放。
bitch. Revolutionary Socialist Democratic Labor Party, abbreviation RSDLP, founded May 1st, 2027. Tomorrow night, I'm going to go see Jalil Muntaqim speak, former prisoner of war, Black Liberation Army, and BPP cadre. I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. Merger of DSA, Socialist Alternative, Revolutionary Communists of America, Party for Socialism and Liberation, Communist Party of the United States, United Auto Workers. Factions, centrist Marxism, Marxism-Leninism, Trotskyism, Social Democracy, Revolutionary Socialism, Council Communism, Syndicalism, Alleged, Anarchism, Minority. No Maoism? Well, I guess it's up to me to found the fucking Maoist caucus. So some alumni at the University of Chicago have occupied the Institute of Politics. Fitting. This smacks of anti-blackness. Well done steak means 7 to 8 drink and bread refills. Stays for an hour and a half to 2 hours. Steak was too dry. Asks to have meals comped. Tells you what a great job you did. 5% on a $100 bill. That smacks of anti-blackness. The former Institute of Politics at the University of Chicago is now the liberated Kasbah of Basel al-Arash. The principles of unity, they embrace escalation, diversity of tactics, self-defense, anti-collaboration, and the notion that we are all outside agitators. Bring the Intifada home. The beginning of every revolution is an exit from the social order that power has enshrined in the name of law, stability, public interest, and the greater good. Martyr Basel al-Arash. We shattered ourselves hoarse and blocked roads with our bodies, only to have our cries for justice met with indifference and continued genocide. Potato salad God is always joking. The next step in the struggle for the liberation of Palestine is drastic actions that pull out the roots of white supremacist settler colonial terror worldwide, the police that terrorize, the arms dealers that make the bombs the soldiers drop, the lawyers and politicians and logistics techs that make the carnage possible, and the universities that train and fund every link in the chain. Bring the Intifada home. Statement of principles from the liberated Kasbah of Basel al-Arash. Escalate. We must escalate our actions against all governments, institutions, and corporations who participate in, profit off of, and enable genocide. There must be consequences to their property, income, reputation, privacy, and safety. Okay, base, check. 2. Interconnected struggles. The U.S. and Israel function similarly to create apartheid through policing, surveillance, land theft, displacement, and beyond. The Palestinian struggle is interconnected with the struggles of black and indigenous people on Turtle Island, the unhoused, disabled people, and poor people. We are stronger when we struggle together. If you seek liberation, you belong with us. Okay, based, check mark. 3. Anti-state and anti-collaboration. We have nothing to gain by working with government, cops, or the administration. We do not negotiate. We do not share information about each other's identities. We do not seek permission to act. We lean on each other, not the state in any of its forms, for radical care, safety, and support. Okay, based, check mark. I wish every body that's involved in the struggle would adopt point 3 in particular. 4. Diversity of tactics. We embrace many methods of attacking our enemies. Whatever is effective, destructive, fun, creative, creates leverage, disrupts power, or changes minds is welcome. We refuse to police and surveil each other and remember the enemies are the state, the pigs, and the war profiteers. Okay, based. We should adopt that too. 5. We are all outside agitators. We reject the universities, the pigs, and the state's attempt to divide us to legitimize repression and violence. The divide of students / non-students / peaceful protesters / outside agitator does not serve us. To disrupt the system of colonial violence, we must stop seeking to be seen as a legitimate actor within that system. Okay, based. 6. Self-defense. We support engagement in individual and collective self-defense. Under conditions of domestic warfare, settler colonialism, and fascist violence, engaging in self-defense is necessary for maintaining our survival. We cannot allow the state or its functionaries to have a monopoly on violence. Okay. Based. Person up there got caught in the window. I guess it did a lot better than me if I tried to crawl my fat ass through a window. I'm actually not fat, but I'm big boned. And knock the window frame out. They're destroying property. So this is in New Caledonia, also known as Kanaki. And this basically struggles against the fact that it's basically a continued colony of France. Also, fun fact, they deported a lot of the communards there after the defeat of the Paris Commune. Oh, my webcam is fucking up again. I guess it's time for a new one. Anyways, they deported a lot of the communards there after the Paris Commune failed. So a lot of the French settlers in Kanaki are descended from these communards. Of course, they did not have the politics of the communards Last I checked, they were forming militias to kill indigenous Melanesian people of the island of Kanaki. I am not BRG from Rev Left Radio. I have been interviewed by Brett a couple times. Brett's a very good friend of mine and a very good comrade / colleague, but I've never been like a co-host of the show. Oh, there we go. My webcam looks better. They're riding in expropriated French police vehicles. And they learn how to work the siren. No, the Paris Commune was actually the first dictatorship of the proletariat. I love when rightists think that they can be, because we always have the counterpoint of the Red Terror. Can we take a second to appreciate how thoroughly these Anglo-Saxon genes have, like, kicked Andrew Tate's ass? I think we can. So, Red Star Caucus, basically DSA's ML caucus, released this statement regarding the NPCs considering debate over whether or not to re-endorse AOC, who you saw in the video from earlier. I'm a Maoist, so I'm going to say no. And Red Star are MLs, and they're also going to say no. So in the beginning, they started talking about, like, how important it is to actually, like, establish a working relationship with federal elected officials that hold DSA membership. Concerns about this lack of a relationship led to a vote to reach out to AOC's team and begin the process of regular meetings. When AOC was elected, DSA was experiencing a surge in membership, with thousands joining monthly since Bernie's 2016 campaign. AOC's victory was a game changer, resulting in the most significant single-day membership increase DSA has ever seen. The idea of a new congressperson calling herself a socialist was monumental. On the heels of Bernie's insurgent run, it indicated that socialism was not something that the American people would reject wholesale, but might instead favor. Many DSA members even credited AOC for their decision to join, a testament to her election's positive impact on our organization. However, despite the important role DSA played in AOC's victory, the relationship has deteriorated due to mutual neglect and genuine political differences. DSA still needs to formalize a structure for consistently meeting and collaborating with our federal electeds. Honestly, like, I think that we need to focus more on people at the state and local level, considering that, like, shit that happens there has more of an impact on people's average, ordinary, day-to-day lives. We also need to pay more attention to school board races, considering this is where many of the attacks on our trans comrades and trans youth are coming from. You've got Moms for Liberty and all these other sorts of people who are capturing school boards in many areas of the country and raising holy hell. So that can't happen. In light of Biden's support for the Israeli mass murder of Palestinians in Gaza, AOC's friendliness with the administration not only undercuts her image as an agitator against the political elite, it severely negates whatever radical message she hopes to promote. In fact, we've seen instances in which AOC has condemned Israel and U.S. support for the apartheid state, and moments later posed with Biden, a self-proclaimed, he's not just a Zionist, he is a rabid Zionist. The messaging becomes murky at best. It leads to more confusion as well. It doesn't just lead to confusion. It leads to fucking, like, it leads to chaos. Like, it leads to, this shit wrecks coalitions. Like, if you're wondering why, like, DSA has such a fraught relationship with the more radical pro-Palestine organizations like PYM, Samadoun, etc., it's because of shit like this. Like, what benefit do we get from working with these people? Like, what benefit? AOC doesn't even take her relationship with DSA seriously. If she did, she wouldn't be doing all the stupid, fucked up shit that she's doing. She voted for House Resolution 888, reaffirming the state of Israel's right to exist. This bill not only states that Israel has a right to exist, but that denying this right is a form of anti-Semitism. Like, is that something that a socialist candidate, a person that's supposed to be teaching all of these ignorant Americans what socialism is. Like, is that a position that it's all right for supposed socialists to hold? Like, I'm pretty sure that anti-Zionism and support for the Palestinian people's arms struggle is the baseline. It's the floor. And you just fall through the fucking floor because you want to play Game of Thrones in the Democratic Party? So Red Star lays this out. If the NPC wants to re-endorse AOC, it should ask for a meeting with AOC's office to discuss DSA standards and expectations for her to receive an endorsement. Some of these expectations would be publicly opposing any and all U.S. government spending on Israel, withdrawing her support of Biden for president due to his active support of the genocide in Gaza, agreeing to collaborate with DSA on developing a federal SIO, Socialist in Office, committee at the national level alongside our 2 other federal electeds, designating an official staff liaison for communications with DSA's NPC, make no further donations to the DCCC or affiliated fundraisers for the DNC. Until the NPC has an agreement with AOC and her office to build a 2-way relationship and meet the basic standards of the DSA difference, we must decline to endorse her. Base statement. Okay, I already asked this, but I don't know if you saw it or just ignored it, but can you look at this group and tell me what your opinion on it is? I guess I can try to find one. What is this? Looks like Trots. Smells like Trots. Revolutionary Communists of America. Oh, yeah. That's used to be the IMT, a very orthodox Trotskyite organization. I would not recommend joining them. There's some of them in St. Louis. They're very nice people, but I just don't like their life. Bets on me falling and breaking my neck. I did not fall and break my neck. Also, dig the shoes. We call upon Sarah Innamorato, in Italian, to end her 7 months of silence on the U.S.-funded Israeli genocide of Palestinians. Like, we need to stop endorsing all these fucking people. Like, if we're going to endorse somebody, we need to be able to hold them accountable. When we call them, they need to come. They need to be held accountable to the organization that's helping to get them elected. That's basic politics. I'm not going to bust my ass to canvass for you, and then when you do some fucked up shit, you're just going to fucking ignore us? That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Me and my political enemies after the revolution. You also got this fucking guy. This is why a lot of people don't take DSA seriously anyways. Elisha at Schlumpsters, what a stupid name. Whatever our right is or was, it happened. He's talking about the Nakba. I agree, many aspects of it were wrong, but it was a miracle for us. Again, the Nakba. Personally, my family lived in Palestine long before political Zionism took form, and many millions of Jews live there now, are born in the land and connected to it. How fucking arrogant do you have to be to say that to a Palestinian? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this is why, okay, look at it like this. If we had a fucking vocal Nation of Islam member that somehow staggered into a DSA branch and was a dues-paying member, there would be hell to pay. Like, the dude would be expelled. He wouldn't be allowed. But we allow this guy to say whatever the fuck he wants and insult Palestinians. And I saw him getting into it with the fucking black dude that I know in Philly a couple weeks ago. Like, that's unacceptable. Like, we have to have higher standards for our membership. Why is France tightening its colonial grip on New Caledonia? Well, they've already been unasked in Africa. They're already embarrassed, so... I mean, why don't you just leave these places? If somebody doesn't want me somewhere, I'm going to leave.
La maté les gilets jaunes, la maté tous ces jeunes chéris, si c'est pas chez toi ici, si c'est Kanaki ici.
Like, they don't want you there. They're in the streets. They're stealing your police cars. They don't want you there. Why are you still there? Because you're not going to force them to accept you. Just fucking leave. Let's go. And another thing is that, like, people are acting like we have such good relationships with federal electeds, but a comrade from Houston says that somebody said that the best chance we have at communicating with AOC is running into her at the airport. Yo, WSG, can you rate my song? Do I look like fucking Anthony Fantano to you?
oppress black people.
Excellent video from a Haitian American comrade.
One of the most famous laws of logic is the law of non-contradiction. Basically, this law states that contradictory things
if you think the song is good, it's good.
cannot exist. For example, there's no such thing as a square circle. There's no such thing as a married bachelor because all bachelors by definition are unmarried, etc., etc.
You don't know if it's ass or good, then stop fucking making music.
The way white supremacy does this is that it essentially makes black people in of themselves a contradiction. For example, for the majority of this society's history,
play it for some of your friends and see what they think.
Black men were not considered men. We're considered boys. This is where the term cowboy came from until it was a retcon to something positive. This is also the reason why
find a tiebreaker. Play it for your mama.
Tons of black men who were lynched were also castrated to take away our manhood. And today, in some ways, we still see this economically where black men are pushed out of the economic sphere, largely. At the same time, we're also seen as brutish, violent, and hypermasculine. This is why teenage black boys are seen as older and stronger than teenage white boys. So on one end, we're emasculated. On the other, we're hypermasculine. This isn't only for black men either. This also goes for black women. Black women are also described in terms of brutish and hypermasculine. We still see this today with the whole sassy, angry black woman trope. However, at the same time as black women being seen as hypermasculine, black women also deal with the Jezebel trope of them being seen as hypersexual. Lots of black women will testify to the fact that a lot of white men approach them thinking that they're ladies of the night. So on one end, black women are...
You're half black, half taco. What Latino person identifies as a taco?
Presented as hypermasculine. On the other, they're presented as hypersexual women. This goes beyond this too. It gets even more ridiculous. Black people as a whole are presented as less intelligent, lazy, and uneducated. Somehow we're putting in all the work ethic to commit basically all the crimes. We were also somehow smart enough to spread a mind virus of DEI and wokeness all throughout society in order to make people feel bad for us or something. I don't know what the end goal is there. The important thing to realize, however, is that all these concepts cannot exist at the same time. Black men cannot be both emasculated and hypermasculine. Black women cannot be hypermasculine and hypersexually feminine. Black people cannot be uneducated but at the same time intelligent enough to take over society with a mind virus or something. Remember what I said before about the law of non-contradiction? Contradictory things do not exist. What's more pertinent for this discussion is that contradictory things cannot exist. And if black people ourselves are a contradiction, the only way to resolve that is to make us not exist.
Sleep on that. Peace.